rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
We hold these truths
To be self-evident, all men are created equal. Be listening, remembering.
I remember a hot summer day in a swimming pool. Laughing children splashed into the cool water. I pointed to the sign by the gate and asked, "What does that say?" "Whites only."
Learning those words was easy. They were all over town, in stores and windows. Whites only.
Hey!
And city
Stop!
parks.
Whites only.
Martin Luther King spoke.
I have a dream that one day
Sit down,
sons
Deshaun.
of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table.
Remember. Jerry Villini.
I remember going to the movies. Black people couldn't enter the front door or sit downstairs like white people did. Black people had a special side door that led to black balconies, the colored section.
On buses, the first rows were for white people. If those seats were empty and the rest of the bus was filled, black people had to stand. If the first rows were full and more people got on the buses, blacks had to get up so whites could sit.
Martin Luther King spoke. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. We listened, remembering.
I remember my friend Nancy. Together we searched for caterpillars, looked for picture books, dressed our dolls, giggled. One day they told us, "You can't play together anymore. Black children and white children can't be friends." Martin Luther King spoke.
I have a dream that one day little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white girls and little white boys and white girls and walk together as brothers and sisters. I have a dream today. Dr. King led the Montgomery bus boycott.
One day, Mrs. Rosa Parks boarded a city bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She was tired. She sat down.
Get up, the bus driver said. Give this white man a seat.
Mrs. Parks said,
No.
When Mrs. Parks was arrested, Dr. King told the people of Montgomery that if blacks couldn't ride the buses with freedom and dignity, they shouldn't ride at all. And so they walked, men and women, boys and girls, through rain and cold for months and months, for miles and miles they walked.
The boycott was a success. Now blacks and whites ride the bus together as equals.
Martin Luther King Jr. led the Birmingham marches. After the adults were put in jail, he called upon the children.
The children marched 1,000 strong. Some were only 6 years old. Police arrested them. School buses carried them to jail. A policeman looked down at one small girl and asked, "What do you want?" She looked at him and said, "Freedom."
nothing could stop those children on the way to jail. They
We want
chanted,
freedom.
freedom.
We want freedom. We want freedom. The children marched. They prayed. They wouldn't turn back. The police, the firemen, stood waiting, orders were given. Stop those children any way you can. But the police, the firemen fell back, and the children marched through. No one stopped them. No one hurt them. The children sang, "I got freedom." Martin Luther King spoke. He listened, for he was saying what we needed to hear. Let freedom ring.
From the hilltops of New Hampshire,
Let freedom ring.
from the heightening Alleghanies of Pennsylvania,
Let freedom ring.
from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado,
Let freedom ring.
from the herbaceous slopes of California.
And when we allowed freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, will
All right.